Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace. Where I am now, took a long time to get to this place. Started out with a smile on my face. So I like this beautiful snow. No sorrow, no, no, no. I heard this love is there for me. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your health host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, or you can go to 1400 AM or 1350 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Twitter, Link, and YouTube.
Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Facebook Live, and we'll shout you out later on. We promise.
We'll give them a shout out.
Well, yes, we will.
Yeah.
Mr. E.
Yeah.
What day is it today?
Today, Miss Hinton, is Hump Day!
That was a wonderful hump day. You all should be up and popping. It's the middle of the week,
That's
Mr.
right.
E.
That's right. It's the middle of the week, and you ain't got paid, but it's the first of the month, so some of you already got paid. Yeah.
The month of May.
That's right. May flowers bring, April showers bring May flowers.
And the flowers are definitely popping.
That's right. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And don't forget, I want to give a great big shout out before we get started. Miss Shania Brown turned 21 years old
my goodness.
today.
Your granddaughter, happy birthday, Shania.
Bad Leroy Brown turned 21 today.
Shania, don't listen to that. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. All you all that have birthdays today, and it is a new month. It's just wonderful, and the flowers and everything are blooming. It's just absolutely beautiful. But today, Mr. E is Sports Talk. And I know everybody's saying, wait a minute, that's Monday Sports Talk. But hey, we weren't here due to technical difficulties. We don't want to waste a whole lot of good old news and great content and NFL and NBA news. So we are here. What's under the hat is Sports Talk.
That's right. Sports Talk is right here waiting. And we're down to the final, almost down to the final of the playoff.
Mr. E, what can we say? The games have been absolutely great. I hope you rewind a bit, though. I hope you don't just go to last night. I hope you rewind to where we left off last weekend. The weekend, and then we have a game we want to talk about from last night. Tell us where we are.
You know, Miss Hinton, on April 30th was where we started
There you
at.
go.
And we started with the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. The Heat
That
beat
was
the
a good
Knicks
game.
108 to 101, and Butler showed off by hitting 25 points.
Were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised that Butler showing off, but you know that Miami Heat beat the Knicks, and then we dropped down to the Warriors and the Kings.
My goodness.
The final analysis, the final game, did that when the Warriors put the nail in the coffin and beat the Kings. Bye-bye, Brother Fox, bye-bye.
But you know what? I heard a conversation, Mr. E, and they were talking about the Kings and the Warriors and the fact that they have shared a coach.
That's right. That's right.
And so they were talking about how they feel about one another. They have this, because of that, they have this brotherhood, a kindred spirit, but they also know each other's moves.
That's right.
So that made for a very interesting game. I really, really thought I had a lot of good feelings toward the Kings. Even though they didn't make it, they played well.
That's right. But see, you know, the thing about the Kings, they did a wonderful job. And this was the first time I ever saw the Kings in action to this magnitude.
Yes.
You know, when you make it to the playoff and the brackets, and when you get to the top, it's supposed to be the best of the best coming your way. But guess what? When the Warriors got a hold of the Kings, that was the bye-bye, see you later, because the score was 120 to 100, and Curry and Steph Curry.
Yes.
When they called him the little light-skinned boy. And Steph Curry hit 50 points.
He hit 50.
Yeah.
He did it. But you know what? He's kind of laid back. You know, he's one of those players, when you watch him, you would think he would be full of energy, almost like you would think he had a Dennis Rodman energy, but he don't. He's real smooth.
That's right.
And he just go for it. You know, he goes in and out of the game. And but he did the 50 points, and he was like, "Hey, what do you think I was going to do?" It was absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful game. I mean, Steph, you did a wonderful game. You did a wonderful job, and my hat's off to you. Then we dropped back to last night game.
Oh my goodness! Was that all for last week?
That was all for last week. That was it. That was it, because it brought us all the way back to the new game that we're dealing with. But let me tell you how the playoff is running for 2023 to bring everybody up to speed. And as I begin to look at what is going on, I saw that in Miami played Cleveland. Well, Miami lost. Miami beat Cleveland 4 games to 1. Then they had to play Milwaukee.
Absolutely.
Then when they played Milwaukee, Miami beat Milwaukee. And so now Milwaukee is now playing the New York Knicks tonight. They'll play tonight. Or did they play last night? They played last night. That's right. That was the first game.
I saw some of that game.
But in order for New York to get there, they had to play Philadelphia. And Philadelphia, and they tied, and then they came out, and Philadelphia won the game. Then Philadelphia played Boston.
Yes.
And New York got into there because Philly is in there now, and they beat Boston. And then now Brooklyn, I don't know what to say about Brooklyn. Brooklyn was out back, and now Denver and Phoenix is in that number 1 seed.
Ooh.
Now, when we go to the East, the eastern side up there, the Denver Nuggets played against the Lakers, and now the Lakers in the top seed.
Okay.
But the Golden State Warriors played against the Sacramento Kings. Now the Golden State Warriors in there. So it's the Lakers against the Golden State Warriors, where we're coming down to the final wire.
Now, Mr. E, are you surprised? Because guess what? You said that the Lakers were overrated.
Well, I believe that I'm still saying that the Lakers are overrated. The Lakers are overrated.
And why do you say that?
And because, they had to put together a dynasty. They had to go out and get other players. And they supposed to have been the number 1 team for the last 5 years.
Yes.
They took AD from the Pelicans, and now it was LeBron. It was LeBron. It was AD. Now it's another mixture. They added 2 more new players in there. So they are playing wonderful ball last night.
Yes.
Because when they played last night, they played against the Warriors, but they couldn't kill the Warriors.
Now tell us what happened exactly, Mr. E, because I mean I watched some of the game. They were looking good. But tell us first the score and then tell us about some of the particulars.
Listen, last night the score was 117 to 112.
Okay.
The Lakers won by 5 points. The Lakers supposed to sweep all the teams there are, that comes out there. That anybody that gets in their way, the Lakers supposed to take them out because of that turbo dynasty that they do have. They got Anthony Daniel Davis. They got LeBron James.
Yes.
They got the other three catches on they got that boy named Rouse, that Caucasian fella that came out there shooting the nets off last night. But they could not put the dagger into the Warriors.
Why do you say that? When the Warriors lost.
The Warriors lost, and it's only because of one person. The guy by the name of Poole.
Oh.
Poole took he had a great look now. Okay. He had a great look at the shot. He could have hit a 3-pointer, and that would have tied the game up. All through the whole night, the game was going back and forth, back and forth.
That's how it is, toe to toe.
The Warriors wasn't giving up, backing down on the Warriors, and the Warriors wasn't backing down off the Lakers, and so that it was a back and forth, a to and fro game. When they begin to go back and forth at each other.
Now, Mr. E, I want you to tell us about the two stars. And that's LeBron James and Steph Curry. The two stars of each team. Tell us how they played.
Miss Hinton, when LeBron James, LeBron James wasn't a star last night.
He wasn't.
No, he was not the star last night.
All right, but tell us about him anyway, what he did.
The real star last night was Anthony Daniels.
Okay, we're going to talk about him in a minute, but tell us about LeBron's. How did he play? You said he wasn't a star last night, so he must have been a little bit laid back.
So he was playing ball. He was playing his best. He was doing a wonderful job, but he could not pull it through.
He could not pull it through. He do you think how many points he had? Mr. E, how many points did he have?
When LeBron James started playing last night, and when I looked at LeBron James in the game, I said, now, LeBron, you ain't all that. Folks really thought that you was going to be the man last night. They thought that you going to really do what you do and really knock the socks off everybody, but you didn't do anything.
I don't think you want to give LeBron's credit for some reason.
Miss Hinton,
he's a star.
He's overrated. You
got to give him credit for his record, and how far he has come, how he has led his team. Now, we know last season was a bad season, but I tell you what, they're here.
But they might be here, but here's the thing that got me. They went and got all they could find to come out and play last night.
Missy, while you get your thing back up, I want to shout out to some of our viewers. We got Annie Miles. Annie Miles, where you big girl? Annie Miles, how are you doing? Sheila Robbins is on with us, dear sweetheart. Good morning. LaWanda Tiller says, happy Wednesday. It's happy hump day. Who else is on? There's quite a few on. I can't see everybody, but I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. We're going to get Mr. E back up and popping while he talk about LeBron James. I chose to follow the Lakers and Golden State, but let me tell you why I always have high hopes for the Lakers. Even though I favor GS the most, I love the legacy of the Lakers. My brothers and them, they love the Lakers. They used to watch the Lakers. My son, my grandson, they watched the Lakers. And I just like the stars that have come out of, the Lakers. And so Mr. E says he's overrated. Those that are in the chat, I want to know, do you think the Lakers are overrated? Are you all following the NBA games? We're down to the wire. And it's been a really good and exciting season. And so, anyway, we want to.
Miss Hinton, last night you talking about the stats. LeBron James only hit 22 points last night.
Wow.
11 rebounds. That's what he did last night.
Well, do you think LeBron's is just taking a walk right now? A little bit laid back. Because last season, let's tell it like it is, Mr. E. LeBron, that was a bad season. Even their owner had to come out and scold them and say, "What kind of ball?"
What owner had to scold him? Let's talk about that owner.
Let's talk about him. Had to come out and say, "Now y'all not look." I don't know. I guess he put him in an intensive camp during the summertime. I mean, after the playoffs, because they just did not do well at all.
All through the whole playoff, he hit 31 points on the 28th against the Memphis Grizzlies. He hit 37 points. The biggest points he had hit was 45 points against the Grizzlies during the playoff.
What about now? Let's go to Golden State, and this is you the fan favorite for the Golden State. State, Mr. E. You love Steph Curry, and everybody does.
That's right.
Everybody does, because he is a champion. He's a beast. And I heard some commentators talk about him, and they was like, it is no one like him.
That's no one like Steph Curry out there last night. Steph Curry hit 38 points last night. What a wonderful, wonderful job that he's done. No, I'm sorry. Steph Curry hit 27 points last night. And then the other night on the 30th, he hit the 30th, he hit 50 points, and he had 6 rebounds last night and 3 assists.
Wow. Amazing. Did well. Okay, so I want to go back and rewind to the Lakers, because you said even though LeBron James was not the star, there was a star. Who was that?
They had a star last night that pulled them through. This fella by the name of Anthony Davis.
Okay, tell me about him, because I have to get familiar with him.
Anthony Davis, a junior, is an American professional basketball player for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he's previous played with the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
He played the power forward and the center position. Anthony Davis is 30 years old, 6'10".
Whoa.
Anthony Davis is 30 years old, 6'10", and he check out his latest status. Anthony Davis last night hit 30 points.
Oh my goodness, he is a star then.
He hit 30 points last night, and when those 30 points, he had 30 points last night and 16 points against the Grizzlies. He has been doing a wonderful job. I like Anthony because Anthony played with the Pelicans, and I like
Pelicans.
Him.
That's your team.
Yeah, that's my team, and he did a wonderful job. Now I was looking for the word on the street said that LeBron has to step up, but here's the word on the street. The word on the street said if he don't step up, Anthony Davis is going to do it.
Now, LeBron James, do you feel like he is going to Kizzy? Is he going to stay put? Is he going to be there with the Lakers? Or do you think he's just, a little bit laid back because he has something ahead that he's going to do?
Well, LeBron James, I think he's going to get out the game. I really do. When you look at LeBron James and you see the stats on LeBron James, you see that he's got boys growing up in the league just as well.
Wow. And Mom says she never liked LeBron. How come? And
you see, LeBron James left several teams. LeBron James left from being with the Cavaliers, and he just went wherever he wanted to go.
Wow. You all in the chat, tell us who you favorite. Lakers or?
He's 38 years old. LeBron James, 38 years old. He's net worth of $1 billion.
Oh my goodness. No wonder. I mean, hey, I would play like that too. I'd be like, hey, whatever. But he's been in it for a minute. He didn't get that $1 billion just by not having talent. And so, wow, we got to give him his props. But Mr. E, the Lakers, let's talk about that game last night, Mr. E. The Lakers at Golden State. What were the highlights?
Listen, the highlights was at Anthony Davis. I got to give it to Anthony Davis last night. He really pulled it through. You know, here's what happened through the first and through the fourth quarter. The Lakers, the Warriors outscored the Lakers in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers scored they scored 21 points, and the Warriors scored 24 points. The biggest score in the game, the biggest points they scored was in the second quarter, where the Lakers scored 36 points.
Wow.
Yes. And then the Golden State Warriors scored 33 points. So when you look at that, you know, they played good ball. The Lakers they cannot never say that Golden State ain't on their tail.
They're not on. They're on their tail, but the Lakers won that game. Well, tell us why they won.
They won that game because of Anthony Davis.
Oh,
you know, Anthony Davis. I like Anthony Davis, and that's probably the only reason why I would pull for the Lakers, because of Anthony Davis.
Now, where do we go from here?
Well, tomorrow night, the game comes on tomorrow night. The Lakers play. It's 1-0 now. They're in the playoff series.
Okay.
I believe it would be the best of 7.
Ooh, okay.
I believe that tomorrow night, the Warriors going to tie the game up.
So this is the Lakers between Golden State
and
you're saying 7 games have to be played.
I believe it's going to be a 7. It won't be
a
sweep. Lakers will not sweep the Golden State Warriors. Mm-hmm. And here I believe also that that Golden State going to win it.
Did you say Golden State?
Golden State gonna beat the Lakers. Here's the thing.
Tonight.
Here's the thing. No, they played last night.
I'm saying, so you're saying overall.
The overall, the Golden State's gonna win it.
All heard?
Here's what a lot of people are spooking about. A lot of people saying that Davon Green, he's got to be very cautious and very careful while he's playing against the Lakers, because AD don't play when it comes down to fight. Oh. He love to fight. They said Davon Green can act like your boy if he want to.
Who you say he act like, Mr.
You know, he act like what's his name? I see his face right there. He put his wedding dress on.
What you call it? What's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know, but
I know. Everybody know who he is.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. But Davon Green act just like Dennis Rodman.
Oh,
see, Dennis Rodman would have been a nuisance to Anthony Davis or even LeBron James. His main focus is to take them off their game.
So you're trying to say Mr. Green is a problem child?
Mr. Green is a problem child, but here's the thing that has not come alive. That boy by the name of Looney has not come alive yet. And once Looney come together, you know, they just played against the Kings, and at least the Lakers had a chance to sit down a minute, but they played against the Kings, and now they had to come back and play against Too Tall Jones and all them boys.
It's absolutely marvelous. So the next game will be on tomorrow. Is that correct?
Tomorrow night, that's right.
Okay, I hope you all get a chance to look at it. Mr. E said it's the best of 7.
That's
he
right.
predicts. Mr. E, I thought you said you predict the Lakers, but he said Golden State for him.
You see, the only reason why I would say the Lakers is because of AD.
Okay. We shall see. We want to know your prediction. If you're in the chat, give us your prediction. Annie Miles says she never liked LeBron, so I can't imagine she likes the Lakers. But if you all what did Sheila say?
Miss Sheila Robinson said, I like the Golden State Warriors.
Everybody loves them. But like I said, I've been following them. Mr. E, what did you think about Miami Heat?
Well, Butler came out and he did a wonderful job. But, you know, I'm looking at Miami. When I look at Miami Heat,
Yes.
when I look at how they're playing, they beat the Knicks last on yesterday, 105 to 111,
Oh,
and
wow.
so I'm looking for them to New York to pull it off. And
Absolutely.
even though the big man is hurt, but
Hmm.
I'm looking for New York to pull it off.
I tell you what, so far it's been a great season. We're almost down to the wire.
Yeah, the series is a 1-1 for New York and New York and Miami.
Absolutely. Mr. E, we want to just kind of like go to another little something that's been going on because guess what? After a while, we know the NBA is going to come to a close.
That's
We're going to
right.
have a winner, and it's going to be all about the NFL.
Well,
But before we talk about the teams in the NFL, there are some new draft picks, and that's what I wanted to make sure we share with our audience. Mr. E, give us some of that tea.
You know, Miss Hinton, when we look at the draft pick, Houston, Texas got the quarterback from Ohio State, C.J. Stud.
Oh, wow.
And they also got William Anderson Jr. From
Edge,
Alabama. Yeah,
yes.
from Edge, Alabama. Then the Indianapolis coach picked up a boy that's a quarterback from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Anthony Richardson. And then the Seattle Seahawks picked up Devon Witherspoon. He's a he's a cornerback from Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah. And Arizona Cardinals from the Los Angeles Rams through Detroit picked up Paris Johnson Jr., who's an offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Right.
And then Las Vegas Raiders, picked up Tyree Wilson, who plays edge for Tennessee Tech from the Tennessee Tech. Atlanta Falcons also. Now, here's the drawing line that folks are looking at because the deck has been stopped again. Because the Philadelphia Eagles has got one of the greatest defensive tackle from Georgia. That's Jalen Carter. He got that bid through the Carolinas from Chicago. So now he's going to Philadelphia, and it's going to be off the chain.
Amazing.
The Dallas Cowboys, they also got some help too.
Really?
I'm skipping through, Miss Hinton.
Okay,
the Dallas Cowboys got some help during the draft pick. They picked up a boy that's going to help our cat. He going to help our defensive back Michael, and the boy name is Midget. I mean that
we're gonna have to watch out for him.
That's right. And then the Commanders picked up one from Mississippi State, a cornerback. Green Bay Packers picked up somebody, an edge from Iowa. I was trying to jump to there he is. When you look at number 26, 26, his name is Mazi. Look out for Smith. He's a defensive tackle, and the boy is awesome from Michigan State. He is off the chain. Look out. We stacking the deck, and the Dallas Cowboys gonna put some on. Well, let me predict it now since we're talking about the football.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Super Bowl is in the air. Super Bowl is in the air.
I tell you what, we have gotten very, 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 you all have gotten very close. The games have been good. We're looking for a great NFL season. This the E. Who won last season? Who was the winner? Who was the champions of NFL?
You got the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right. They did quite well.
That quarterback for them boys did a wonderful job. He's one of the highest paid quarterbacks now.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to keep up with this. In the meantime, don't you all forget to look at the game tomorrow. We have the Golden State Warriors, and we have the Lakers.
That's right.
Two teams that I've been following, and it's going to be very interesting.
And tonight, the 76ers play against the Celtics tonight.
Oh, very good.
So you can look at that game also, and then you can look at the Heat. That was last night. You can look at the Celtics, 76ers against the Celtics.
Absolutely. Look, you all have a wonderful day. We've enjoyed Sports Talk on Wednesday. And so come over here. We're going to give you a little bit on our updates upcoming shows, and a little more information about FYI. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or a sponsor of the most talked about radio show, give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Or email us at Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Facebook page or FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 and from 6 to 7 on our After Dark show on Monday. And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day.
Right. Oh my goodness. Sports Talk on Wednesday. We weren't here Monday due to technical difficulties, but we're here and it's still exciting, Misty, especially after the games on last evening.
Miss Hinton, if you saw it, did you see the game?
I saw some of the game, some of the Heat, and then I saw the next game with the Warriors, some of it. And,
I was up till 12:30 last night watching those games.
I tried.
I looked at those games. I wanted to see it down to the wire, and I was thinking about coaching the Golden State Warriors. So that I teach them how to beat the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, Misty, what do you think about the coaches from the Los Angeles Lakers and the Warriors? How do you feel about when you watch them and how they move?
I think that the coach from the Warriors, he's too laid back to me. And because he knows the gentleman, I think what he does is beat them with words. He doesn't beat them with emotions.
Okay.
In other words, he said, y'all, he'll bring them into the huddle. He'll tell them, y'all doing a wonderful job, but you're slacking off over here and slacking off over there. So I want you to get back into the race and go back out there and get them.
Misty, there was a conversation recently, and I heard it. I think we've talked about it too, wherein they said that the coaches aren't as in control as some of the top players. What do you think?
Well, see, here's what they have done to the league. This is what they have done to the game. Those top players like LeBron James, he's a top paid player. He's got more power on the court. He's what they call, like Bill Russell used to be back in the days of old. He was a player coach.
So you believe that they have some pull. They call some of the shots.
Well, that's why the game gets stacked. That's why you see LeBron can call whoever he wants to be on the Lakers.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. And I think we should talk about this coming up on Monday as well. Talking about stacking the deck. Yeah. I've heard you say that quite a few times. I heard you say that over in football too. Tell us exactly what that means. And do you think it's wrong that they do that?
I think that is wrong because stacking the deck is defined as getting players from other places.
Everywhere, the best.
If you noticed last year in football, there are folks that there was off the roster, that was in retirement, that was home, didn't have a job. They gave them a week's contract just to play in certain games. They gave them a month's contract just to bring them out there to help in areas that is needed. I call that stacking the deck when you can pull players from other teams. Well, you look at Philadelphia Eagles. You look at how Thomas Beardman left from one team, how Kevin Durant left and went to the Suns, how Brooklyn let go of one of the smallest players that they had, good players, and now he's playing with somebody else. They're stacking the deck. They're breaking their contract just to go and be a part of another squad.
Amazing. What do you all think? Good morning, Sheila Davis and Edwina Wilson. It's good to see you all up here. Stacking the deck. That is kind of like, a little shady, but Does it pay off? When they stack the deck, are they coming? Is it really beneficial?
They think it is. They think it is by putting key players, getting players in the game that gonna help them to win the game. The Lakers just did it with. Let me get their roster. The Lakers just did it the other day when they the players.
Amazing.
The Lakers did it the other day. They brought on this fella by the name of Gerard Vanderbilt. Gerard, he plays forward, and they brought him on.
Are they guaranteed to play though, Mr. E? When they bring him on, are they guaranteed or do they bench him?
They pull him in when they as needed.
Okay.
Not as starters.
I get it.
But when they need him, just like they brought on Dennis Schroeder. He's a point guard. They brought two players on as also Austin Reeves. He's a small forward. They brought them on just to, so that they can stack the deck to win the game.
I get it. Yeah, that is amazing. I think we should talk a little bit more about it. It'd be nice to open the phone lines and find out how you all feel about it on one of our Mondays.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes, but in the meantime, we have enjoyed Sports Talk. We'll be back here on Friday. We're going to have a good show. This is a new month, and we're going to have a lot of great content. We're going to be talking about spring and summer fun. We'll be on location. Okay, so we were just on up. I got a chance to be down at the ocean. I know you all saw last Friday. Being down there at Something in the Water, and it was absolutely exciting and restful and peaceful and lovely and all that. Great singers and performers, community, got a chance to see the community stage. There were vendors. There was the pitch. They said 2,500 people, Mr. E, in the pitch line. They had to cut the pitch line short. And this is where you pitch your business to win a certain amount of money. It was up to $50,000 at stake. And they had to turn some folk down. It was just too much.
Do you think that when they did the pitch that they did not organize it properly? Or do you think that folks should have enrolled and got certain numbers before they stood in that long line? What do you think they could do better than they did this year?
I think maybe get like you said, a date where you cut off, applications or a certain amount of applications. 2,500. They weren't just standing.
2,500.
Excuse me. They weren't just standing in line because they wanted to. Well, some were, but most of them had filled out applications to pitch. And this is the thing, Mr. E. During the winter months, they had the pitch in Norfolk because one of our friends, a few friends, they were recipients of the pitch money, scholarship, and things like that. So can you imagine when somebody says they're going to do a pitch again, and here's the application, and you can. People that want to be in business, and there are a lot, want to be in business.
Right.
Now, listen to this. There's another one. I have shared this with a few people, and it is millions. And you should see the sponsors. So if you all are in business, you may want to do your research and find out what's going on for real with the newest pitch that have just come out. But the thing about it, you have until the 8th of May to get that information in. And
how do they get that information?
You all want research. I'm not going to, because I just said I shared it with a few people, and I'm not going to share it with everybody. But you're going to have to find out for yourself. Dig deep and go and see what Pharrell is doing. He's doing a lot of great things, and you all just go ahead and try to find that information. In the meantime, Mr. E, we have our After Dark on next week coming up. We have an authors forum with Kimberly Hurdle, Cynthia Smith, and Michael Marshall. That's going to be at 6 p.m. on Monday. Please join us for that authors. We're going to talk about their books, about them writing, how hard, how easy it is to market their books, or just information in general of steps taken in order to do your book and protect your book and things like that. Also, coming up we're going to have Dante Jones. He's a credit and business repair expert.
And you don't want to miss that.
I know
he gave some very good information. But did you not know that your credit score can drop from one number to 100 points, 100 and some odd points in just a snap of a finger?
He'll tell you more about that. We had him on the After Dark show along with Chris Hinton, Beard Gods and real estate agent. But Dante is coming back on our morning show. We'll give you the date soon. Make sure you follow us so you can get that information. He's a credit and business repair expert. Dante Jones will be with us this month. Mr. E, we got a lot more going on. We'll tell you all about other guests in real time. But just continue to just support, follow us on social media. Don't forget Young Women Achieving Success. We're recruiting, even though we're coming down to the wire for this phase and this semester with Young Women Achieving Success. We're still recruiting. We're going to have a summer, online summer, YWAS. And we would love for your girls to be a part of it. Girls 10 to 17 years old. Also, the book, Bullying, is right underneath your nose. Thank you, those that are buying it. It's in Spanish, it's in English, it's in Audible. Please go to acx.com or any Audible format. Get the book in Audible if you don't feel like reading it, but it's for your children, for your family, friends, or anybody. Go up there. The Ladies Pie, we're going to have a launch soon. We'll tell you more about the Royal Ladies Pie. Mr. E's going to tell you how to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest, intern, or sponsor, all you got to do is pick up the telephone and give us a call at 757-714-7861. Or you can do better than that. Go to our Facebook page and inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page. Or you can go and email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. That's FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. If you like to be a sponsor, if you like to be a supporter, or if you like to come on with us on our shows, just give us, inbox us your email. And guess what we will do? We'll give you heads up, and we want to make sure that you got the proper equipment so that when we go to real time, this is not no podcast. This is not a pre-recorded show. This is LIVE live.
It's live across the board. We're on Peace 95.3, WGPL, WPCE, soon to be 88.9 WGA, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We are live everywhere. And we want you all to join us. Also, if you have any suggestions for shows or serving that tea, make sure you put it in, get it in, and we will definitely look it over and see if it's something for us and our audience. In the meantime, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Enjoy the weather. As we get closer and closer to the weekend, it's going to warm up even more, but you all be safe. We're praying for those that were affected with the tornado here in Virginia Beach, and it's just so much going on. But in the meantime, you all enjoy this wonderful day, and we'll see you back here on Friday.
Any other information that you want to give them before we get out of here, Miss Hinton? We have about a few more minutes, or if anything else you want them to say, I want to say, because we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Rubber Ducky.
Again, I want you all to, and look, if you have any suggestions for our women's segments, please, we want you all to inbox us. If you know of any employment opportunities, inbox us. If you all want to be a special guest, and look, those that have small businesses, please, if you all need sponsors, if you want to sponsor the segment or any segment or the whole segment of FYI, you can do that. Get your business out. We're all over the place. We have a worldwide presence because we have not only social media, but we have the internet and all that kind of good stuff. And so we are here and ready to brand your business.
I want to say thank you so very, very much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861. Again, that telephone number is 757-714-7861. And don't forget to inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, FYI FYI Facebook page or email us at at radioshowlive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 in our AM shows, and then after dark from 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday until noticed. Okay?
All right.
Have a wonderful, wonderful 2 up, 2 down day.
Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. And Ma said, I need a pie. I'm going to tell you when to get you a pie, girl. And all you all, thank you for your support. God bless you. We'll see you on Fun Friday.
2 up, 2 down. The end.